All right, we're coming back after a few weeks to have a look at Maddie's job after it's finished. We've completed it all. Does the wife love it?
She absolutely loves it, yeah. She loves looking out now.
Yeah.
She makes dinner now, sometimes burns it because she's too busy looking outside.
What do you think some of the key things to prevention would be for men's mental health?
Support is number one. You know, always speak up. It's never good to be quiet. It's never good to go unspoken. Speak up, have a mate, have a beer, have a chat. Tell you what, mate, it's going to look fantastic when it's done.
Look even better when you pay the bill.
100%.
All right, we're coming back after a few weeks to have a look at Maddie's job after it's finished. We've completed it all, and just for Matt just to give his insights of what we've actually done in this property and how we went about it. So Matt, over to you.
Beautiful, no worries. So Josh and the boys, as you guys know, come over earlier. They installed the retaining wall for me. Big job, massive job. After all that was done, we sort of left it for a bit. I got the boys back to do the fake turf, which came out fantastic. They got in here, leveled out what they need to, put down the appropriate materials, done it all in a nice, cleanly manner. So I honestly can't complain. It turned out fantastic. Really, really happy with the work.
No, thanks, man. So tell us about, when you were getting, contractors to come in to quote it up, and, give us a bit of a rundown of what they were saying.
Yeah, cool. So there was a couple of people that wouldn't even look at the job.
Yeah.
A couple of people that came and saw it, quoted some insane length of time. I felt wasn't right.
Yeah.
Me and Josh caught up. We are good mates. We caught up. Josh sussed out the job, and basically offered Kruzer services. And I haven't looked back since, to be honest. Got him in. I think it took 5 or 6 days.
Yeah.
To get everything cleared out and everything flat, which is unreal considering it was eight tandems worth, so it was a fair bit of soil.
And 38-degree heat.
And 38-degree heat. It was a very hot period back then, wasn't it? But I honestly can't complain, to be honest.
So what was the purpose of you actually changing the backyard in the first place?
So the purpose of doing everything was to be able to sort of close it off, make it a courtyard, have the kids play in their own little private area, and I got exactly that, so I can't complain.
Check out the video or the footage of a couple of pictures that I may have before in the next clip. Alright, you speak to Josh here from Kruzer Earthmoving. Here at Sunbury today, we've got Matt, this is our boy, great guy. He'll tell you a bit about what we're doing here.
Yeah, so Kruzer, the boys, I got them in to do the retaining wall here. Fair size, pretty big, they've done a great job. We're here loading some rock now, getting some fake turf load. Couldn't be more happier.
This is what we call good teamwork, guys. We've got the client on the rake helping out.
Tell you what, mate, it's going to look fantastic when it's done.
Look even better when you pay the bill.
100%.
Alright guys, as you can see, we built this wall a few years back and the lines are still perfectly matched right through. It was a big wall, and you can imagine the top of the dirt was all up top here and then all the way down to the bottom on a 45. So we've had to dig out this and wheelbarrow one by one at a time out the pipe to dispose of the dirt. So it was a big job. It's done by hand as well with the machine out here. So, but yeah, this retaining wall still stands strong, going well, and now we're here doing the fake grass with the same client. So repeat business is really good. Great client, great town to work in Sunbury, Victoria. Yeah, she's definitely looking good, isn't it? Halfway there. What do you reckon, Max? Alright, you sneaky mongoose. Josh here from Kruzer Earthmoving. Halfway through the artificial turf install today in Sunbury. We've got Max at the back here just trimming up the sides, making it look really good. We're going to give it a water after this and see how long it takes to grow. So comment below to see how you guys grow your grass. Just come past the job in Sunbury. The boys have just gone to lunch. The job's coming up all right. Starting to take shape. So let's go and have a chat to the client, Matty. Matty, now that we've got all this, basically completed, just needs, what does it need? Anything else that you're going to add to it?
I'm going to chuck some nice fancy plants, close it off, make it a courtyard, as discussed. I've got to put a bit more soil here and there, chuck some nice pebbles, stain the decking, and off I go.
Do you reckon you've created some good equity into the property?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Give us a bit of an idea.
Just for information purposes, I think I am actually the only one in this estate because we do live on a hill. It is quite steep. Lucky enough, we are at the bottom, so the boys did get an easier run compared to if you guys were doing something up there.
That's right. Yeah. Which we have done up there as well.
Well, yeah, which you have, but it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
300, 400.
I'd probably say 250. Yeah.
That's some good coin.
Yeah.
So why'd you use fake grass instead of normal turf, Matty?
I am pretty OCD when it comes to my colours. I had a particular colour scheme for this backyard that I wanted, just so that way I can keep that green, I can keep that pops, and that way when people come over and they look at the backyard, I think, oh yeah, he's done a fantastic job.
Tell us a bit more about the studio, what you've done here and what's it used for.
Yeah, so adding to the luxury of living in this nice backyard now that I have it. We did have a second child. I do have a 3-bedroom home and I do need my space. That is the key to success in a relationship, I believe. And my way of doing that was to create an outdoor studio. It was fantastic, no issues there. I came in, did what I have to do. The boys worked around me, I worked around them. And seamlessly, as you can see, I'm almost done. So I'm pushing as hard as I can. The duration that you guys were here was fantastic, really easy to work with. I can't complain at all.
No. Let's talk about men's mental health. What's your thoughts on what I'm actually doing out there?
I think it's fantastic, mate. I think everything happens for a reason. I think Josh and the boys are doing what they're doing for a reason. Men's mental health is a big thing nowadays. And I think Kruzer are doing a great thing to sort of combat that and, help us boys get through life and do what we have to do in the best possible manner.
What do you think some of the key things to prevention would be for men's mental health? Support
is number one. Always speak up. It's never good to be quiet. It's never good to go unspoken. Speak up, have a mate, have a beer, have a chat. I think support's probably the biggest thing. Men's mental health is a really big thing in that sense because you can't support others if you don't support yourself. So I think, speaking up and doing what you have to do is great.
It's very true, yeah. What other purposes are you using for the backyard?
The end result, once again, pending the whole monetary side of things, I do want to chuck a spa in the corner. I just feel it to complete the backyard.
Does the wife love it?
She absolutely loves it, yeah. She loves looking out now. She makes dinner now. Sometimes burns it because she's too busy looking outside.
Whilst we're here, so just to give you a bit of a rundown, so obviously this is, how was this, Matty? 2.4 is it?
That was 2.6.
2.6?
Yep.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, 2.6, and we've got UC 150 steel, so massive steel, and we've drilled down into this. What?
We ended up going a bit more. It was around 3 metres.
Yeah, I think we got down to around about 3 metres or something like that.
It was bloody deep.
Yeah, so it was huge, big 450 in. The corners are 600 wide as well.
Correct.
I think. Yep. And then these ones are 450 round, but 3 metres deep. And obviously, it's a massive structure. This thing will never move. We've put it on a slight tilt as well, and we've got sufficient drainage behind the wall, and we've got aggie pipes and crushed rock and topsoil and fill up the top.
Yeah, of course.
Matty, is there a time where you've had your own mental issues and what you've done to overcome it?
My mental health was a lot better after speaking up and having people around me. That was the biggest thing for me.
Matty, tell me why that you've gone concrete sleepers instead of timber.
I think everybody uses timber. I think concrete's more prestige. And I just wanted that grey look, for it to pop. Speaking of, HB Landscaping. Fantastic guys in Tullamarine, where I got these from. Great price. Awesome quality. And I think you guys liked them too, didn't you? Chucking them in, they were nice and easy. Fantastic. But so hit them up. While we're talking about that, Sneaky Mongoose. Where can I get some gear, mate?
www.sneakymongoose.com.au.
I'm going to jump straight on there right now.
No, get it on you. So we've come to the conclusion we've done out the back here. let's go out the front and show me what you want to do out the front.
I mean, you can dig it all up and do it again if you want, but I think we all don't want that.
No, I definitely don't, no.
We'll head out to the front,
Yeah.
we'll suss out the front, we'll see what it's like. It is an abomination,
Yeah.
but Kruzer will be doing it, and they'll be doing a fantastic job, just like they did at the back.
Yeah, so this is why you get an expert to do the job. This was here before you built the house, or
Correct.
bought the house.
Correct.
So obviously you can see it's snaked out. All this pressure is pushed this whole wall out. And another reason why you don't use timber sleepers, you can see that they all twist and bow, and it just doesn't look the best, does it?
No, not at all.
Do you reckon one day you'll get this ripped out and put something good in there? Like a bit of concrete?
Yeah, either that or I'll put something in front of it just to secure it, because you can see that it is falling down a lot.
Yeah.
You know, they are UC 150s. It is quite deep.
These are UC 100s.
They are, yeah, they're a lot smaller, as you can see, and I think that plays a lot of what's going on here.
Yeah, yep. As you can see, it's needs some work, doesn't it? Needs a bit of love, TLC. And this is what the backyard looked like, but just a lot steeper.
Yeah.
Just a big goat mountain.
Yeah, this is only the start of it.
Yeah.
This is the base. This is the easy stuff.
Yeah.
This should prove easy for Kruzer, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is a lot easier than doing what the back was, because we only had a certain amount of space to get through machines and all that type of stuff. But this here, what do you envision?
So I want to go a bit different.
Yeah.
A lot of the properties around here, they've got a single sort of 3-sleeper high retaining wall that sort of slopes to the house.
Yep.
So most of the front yards in this area are still on a slope. Once again, I want to be different. So I was thinking about actually having a chat with you and seeing if we could do a 2-tier setup.
Yep.
So 3 sleepers high, keep it in halfway and then go 3 sleepers up again,
Yep.
all the way flat to the front.
Yep.
So that way I can be that dad that rides around on his mower, and I can do 2 levels, and it just looks neat.
So Matty,
Yes.
obviously this part here is sloping downhill. I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but
quite significantly.
Yeah, it's definitely sloping from the top to there, and you've probably got about, I'd say, just by looking at it, maybe about 800 fall from the top to the bottom.
It is fairly decent now that I look at it.
Yeah, yeah. So, like if I was running a string line from your top of your letterbox to here, it's obviously, say 600 to 700 there, but you're looking at about 1200 here.
Yep.
A bit over a metre. So that's a fair hike. So to get it straight, it's obviously going to be higher here, more sleepers there, less sleepers up there.
Yep.
Is that something that you'd want to consider, doing something like that to keep it straight?
Yeah, well I think giving OCD a fair crack, which is what I have a lot of nowadays, I would like to have it as flat as possible, and if it means gradually stepping up the sleepers as it falls, that'd be obviously the way to go.
Yeah.
Obviously this video will go up, so I will see and reflect on what I've said, just in case I forget, but it'd be great to see what the what the viewers say, what the audience says about it, what they think, whether we should do a 2-tier sort of setup.
Yeah.
Whether the 1-tier and the slope is good. I just don't know these days. I can't make up my mind.
Yeah.
Like I said, OCD, I get it. It makes me want to do a 2-tier thing, so that way it's nice and flat.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what's in and what's out these days.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the audience will be able to comment below and give you some ideas. Well, we've come to the end, Matty. Thanks for letting us come out and actually make a change and a difference to your property. And,
More than welcome, mate. Thank you.
No, appreciate it, man.
Cheers.
See you on the next one.
Thanks, thank you, mongooses.
And like and subscribe.